Welcome back to My Little Pony and Friends.
As I was saying, the ponies never got a chance to tell the other ponies that they hadn't seen Truly, because something suddenly happened. The thing that suddenly happened was that the noise came back with more words. I think it's time for another clue, don't you? Help! Help! I want to get out! Well, you won't be getting out, white pony. Then the noise stopped. This time it was for good. Or so the ponies thought. They thought this was the last they'd hear of this monster. So they began to work on the clue that he'd given them. What did it mean? Help, help, let me out. You won't be getting out. What did he say? White pony. White pony. Suddenly, everything went into place in Lemon Drop's head. She ran towards Paradise Estate where the other ponies were. We've got to tell them. Tell them what? Asked Posy. I've worked out where Truly is. And I don't think you're going to like it. Ha ha ha. Desirée climbed back into the box and Bubbles turned the key. Soon she was back in Ponyland again. This time she arrived just outside Paradise Estate. Lemon Drop, Posy, Cotton Candy and Peachy had already gone inside, so there were no ponies to be seen. She walked inside and was met by over 100 ponies. Whizzer came flying over to her. Have you heard about the kidnapping? She asked. We're so worried, added Cupcake. What kidnapping? Asked Desirée. Who's gone? Who's gone missing? Haven't you heard? Asked Princess Aquamarine. Truly. She went earlier today. Where? Where did she go? Lemon Drop was just about to tell us that. Look, here she comes now. Desirée looked up, and sure enough, Lemon Drop was entering the living room from the kitchen. Hello everybody, she said. I think I've worked out what's happened to our missing pony, Truly. While we were Peachy, Cotton Candy, Posy and me were out today, the monster gave us another clue. We said Lemon Drop imitated the black pony's voice. Of course she didn't know it was the black pony. I think it's time for another clue, don't you? That's what he asked. Then he said, in a silly voice, Help! Help! Let me out! And then he went on to say, Well, you won't be getting out, white pony. I'm not letting you out. And I think I've worked out who the white pony is. said Lemon Drop. There was a gasp. Truly? They whispered together. 3 minutes later, at nearly 9:45 at night, the ponies were still standing in Paradise Estate silently, thinking. Suddenly, Desirée broke the silence. Well, how would she have got to the... Firefly gave her a look. How would she have got to this monster? I don't know, said Lemon Drop. This is one thing I can't think. How could she have got there? I think I've got it, said Paradise. No, that wasn't it. You thought you'd got what? The name of the monster. That would help us in finding Truly. Can't you remember, Paradise? Said Desirée. Oh no, said Lemon Drop. I think I know how she got caught. I think I've worked it out too, Lemon Drop. It's so obvious. Think of everything she's done in the past few days. Desirée, would you like to tell them? She asked. Okay, Lemon Drop. Lemon Drop walked away from where she'd been standing and Desirée took her place. She's been collecting Paradise Lake's water, hasn't she? Said Desirée. It's quite obvious. But, no! Shouted Firefly. What? Everybody looked at Firefly. What's wrong? Oh, nothing, said Firefly. I think I've just worked out what it is. Of course, Firefly didn't know, but she'd been going to stop Desirée from saying the Black Pony of Darkness. Or even worse, the Black Pony of Doom. I think that the monster must have put some kind of potion in the water, and anybody who drinks it will be taken to him or her. The ponies gasped. But we've all been drinking the water, said Posy. I think that it's got something to do with why it hasn't been raining. I think it's probably been in Paradise Lake a long time, which is why it takes so long to work. But I think within the next week, we'll all be in that monster's... The ponies began to run around. It said that we'd all be caught. Wait, said Desirée. The ponies stopped. Running around's going to do no good. Whatever ponies have had a drink of Paradise Lake's water are going to be caught, whatever you do. So, there's no point in worrying. Let's think about how to get them out. Well, since we don't know where they're even going, how are we going to have a plan? I don't know, said Desirée. But I'll have to go back to Earth now. Otherwise Mummy will come off the phone and she'll find me gone. She rang the bell. And she faded away. Just as Truly had done hours before. Luckily, Desirée was wrong. The ponies had started drinking Paradise Lake's water the Monday after she had first visited Ponyland. The following Monday, no ponies had gone, or so they thought. Every day, Bowtie had the job of counting all the My Little Ponies to see if anybody had disappeared. What they didn't know was that the first time they counted, somebody had already been gone. Truly was sitting in a small room where the black pony had locked her. The pony's ration of food was very small, and what little food that the black pony did give her she had to share with the missing pony, who nobody had noticed was missing. Shady. Shady had known what was going on all along. She'd seen it through her sunglasses. But, just like Firefly, she had the right to say. She had drunk some of the Paradise Lake water from the part where the potion had been poured in, just so that she could go and rescue Truly. But now the two ponies were locked in, and neither of them could find a way out. As usual, Shady had tried to help and got to Truly in an even worse state. Desirée arrived back in Ponyland. Has anybody else disappeared? She asked. No, not that we can see, said Applejack, knocking one of Lemon Drop's fences over. Well, I can see somebody who's missing, said Lemon Drop suddenly. I've just remembered. Applejack, thank goodness you remind me. There's another clumsy pony who's missing. Sundance? Pony Dance? No, I'm right here, called Sundance, falling over. No, said Lemon Drop. The other missing pony is Shady. Desirée ran around looking for the black pony's cave. Firefly had told her all about it, and so now Desirée went on a search. She saw it ahead of her, and before she knew what was happening, a cage was placed over her, and she was in the dungeon with the two ponies. So that didn't work, she said. But thinking about it, she could get out at any time, couldn't she? By ringing her bell. But then she realised Feeling in her pocket, she found the bell was gone. So you can't do that either, said her voice. Desirée, where are you? Oh no, she's gone missing. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that this wasn't recorded until, well, not the following Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. Mummy was running around the house. She'd only just realised that Desirée had gone after coming off of the phone. She shouted again, but there was no reply. Suddenly Bubbles came running out of the back room. He remembered that Desirée had left a tape recording upstairs. He rushed up the stairs. Somehow he managed it. I'll never know how. And then he scampered up onto piles of rubbish on it. And he switched the tape recorder off. "I'm up here," said the tape recorder. "I was only looking at a diary." And Mummy's voice came up. "Okay, I thought you'd gone." Then Desirée replied, "No." She'd known what Mummy's answer would be. "What am I gonna do?" Desirée asked herself, looking around. "I've come to help you and now I can't even get out myself. And Mummy will realise soon. And she'll realise that I'm not reading diaries for that long." "Let's look for a way out," said a voice. Desirée looked around. There was nobody in sight. She looked down at her feet where something had just tried to pull her sock. There was a loud bang as if a cage door was closing, as if something had escaped. When Desirée had looked down at her feet, she saw a little guinea pig who looked exactly like Dieselbell. She exclaimed, "You can talk! And how did you get here anyway?" she asked her pet guinea pig. "I think you're getting me confused with my twin sister," said the guinea pig. "My name is Desirée and I belong to Truly." "Hello, Desirée. How can you talk?" "It's just one of these things," she said. "I can also squeak, just like ordinary guinea pigs." She demonstrated her squeaking and then began to sniff at Desiree's foot. "Let's find a way out," she said again. "I've got a way out," said Desirée. "How? Can I get out with you?" "No, I had a bell, but I've lost it. I came in here and I found it wasn't in my pocket." "This is a long passage. At the end of it, there's a locked door. And although this might look disgusting and dark and dirty, it's actually much better than where the two ponies are being held." She gave another squeak. "Please, help me get in and find my owner," she pleaded. "Okay, I will. and at the same time we can look for the bell. Desirée led Desirée to a locked door. "They're behind this," she said. "I can't see a way to open it," said Desirée. That's what I thought, but I hoped somebody would be able to help. I called for someone to help, and I thought that somebody was you." After Desirée had said those words, Desirée stared at the door. She suddenly realised what she needed. "I saw the key," she said, "just back there." And sure enough, there it was. It was just poking out from under a rug that the black pony had obviously left. Desirée unlocked the door. They were just in time to get inside as the two ponies, Shady and Truly, were talking to each other. "Oh no, here he comes again," said Shady, and she saw the key turning in the lock. "We gotta get out of here," said Truly, running to the door, hoping she could slip out as the monster came in. Of course it wasn't a monster, but they didn't know that. Desirée and Desirée walked in. "Desirée," said Truly, running to her pet guinea pig. "Truly," said the guinea pig. She jumped at her owner. Desirée went over to Shady, who was trying to say something over the squeaks of delight that came from Desirée. "This is all my fault. I can't do anything right," said the pony. "It's not your fault, Shady." "Yes. Everything I try and do always ends up wrong." All wrong. All my plans always go all wrong. All right. Everything's gonna be all right. All wrong. I'm a klutz and I don't belong. All right. There is always some hope inside. I try to be so helpful, as practical as salt, but everything I do goes haywire. Shady, it's not your fault. No one in the world is perfect. It's time you saw the light. Mean to say I'm not all wrong? Uh-huh. All right. Wow! Can't believe this. Sorry to interrupt, but that was on this tape and I must have wiped off part of it. Also, I'd like to tell you that it's past 12, so now it must be the 19th of June. Wednesday. Now that you believe me, Shady, I'm going to go and talk to Truly. Desirée stepped over to the pony. "Have you seen a ball that jingles when you kick it? Purple," said Desirée. "It rings and I can get out of this place if I ring it." The pony looked puzzled for a minute. Then she said, "Oh yeah, I did see something similar to that earlier. Somewhere over there." Desirée looked over to where there was a pile of something covered over with a tablecloth. She began to pull off the tablecloth, and there was a pile of videos underneath. When she saw the bell, making sure not to ring it, she picked it up carefully and put it next to her. So I can go home at any time, she thought. Well, I wish we could, said Shady. Suddenly, a black shape came to the door. Go! Go, Desirée, go! Shouted Truly. Here, get away before he comes in! Desirée shook the bell and drifted away back to Earth. She didn't get another chance to go for quite a while, up until Wednesday the 19th of June. That was over a week later. As she asked Bubble to turn the key, she hoped that the two ponies would have escaped. She arrived in Ponyland just outside the Black Pony's cave. Going inside and finding the way to the spare key, using it to unlock the door, she found inside not just the two ponies, but another pony as well. The Black Pony of Darkness. Desirée turned back to the door and ran out, closing it behind her quietly, hoping that the Black Pony hadn't seen her. She suddenly realised there was an outdoor place at the back of the Black Pony's cave. She went out there and hid, hoping he wouldn't find her. She hid behind a low wall. Then suddenly, she looked right next to her, and there, standing right next to her, was Truly. What? Said Desirée, but I just saw you in there. She pointed at the little room where they were being kept. Shh, said Truly. Hear us. She nudged a bit of paper towards Desirée. It said, the pony you saw was Sundance, so Sundance had been caught as well. So how did you get out? Again the pony stopped her from talking. How did you get out here then? Whispered Desirée. She passed another piece of paper over. We dug a hole and got out. That's what the Black Pony's in there about now. He discovered it. Then Desirée saw Black Pony emerging into his back. Well, so he'd like to call it. It wasn't quite a garden. Desirée also learnt from Truly before he had come out that he owned quite a bit of land around his cave. As he came out, Truly and Desirée shot in. The three ponies and Desirée huddled in a corner. "Where's Desirée?" asked Desirée. "She's right here," whispered Sundance, passing the guinea pig over to Desirée. The guinea pig let out a series of protests as she was passed past her owner. "There you go, Desirée," said Desirée, passing the guinea pig to Truly. The guinea pig scrabbled at the carpet for a minute. Desirée told the three ponies that she'd have to go. If more ponies were being caught, she would have to warn them all. Say that the Paradise Lake water was still dangerous if you drank the wrong part of it. But that's not where she did go, because for some silly reason she rang the bell, and of course Bubbles thought it meant she wanted to come back. By the time she got back, Mummy had finished writing a letter and was looking for her again, so she couldn't go back. So that was that. She had ended up going home before she was ready to. "Let's just hope," she said to herself, "that by next time I go back there, I'll have found a way out." The next chance she got was when Mummy was typing. Typing, Desirée thought to herself. That'll keep Mummy occupied for quite a while. She quickly ran to get Bubbles. She put him to her chest to carry him into the lounge. He started to make excited motorbike noises. I get to see Diesel now, he asked. I can smell her. No, you don't get to see Diesel, she said, taking him away to stop him from making that awful motorbike noise. You've got to turn the key again. But Bubbles kicked until he was on her chest again. He jumped onto her shoulder and began making squeaking noises in her ear. Not that boring job again? Yes, Bubbles. Now you just sit there. She sat him on the settee, because this time she was doing it in the lounge. She opened up the box. It took quite a while to do this. of the lid was stiff. But when she finally did get it open, she jumped inside. This is fun, thought Bubbles to himself. Seeing my mother get stuck in a box. But Desirée didn't get stuck. Bubbles? She said from inside the box. Would you turn the key, please? Are you sure you're ready? He laughed. Yes, I know I'm sure. This box is awfully cramped. Would you do it quickly, please? Where is the key? Right next to you. Bubbles turned and sure enough there was the key. He quickly closed the lid of the box, as Desirée couldn't do that from the inside, by standing on top of it, and he locked it. Rainbow colours swirled around her again. I'm lucky, she thought as she zoomed towards Ponyland, since I didn't get another chance to go to Ponyland until now. They'll have surely come out of that dungeon and I'll never have to visit that dirty place again. But she was quite wrong there. She arrived just outside Paradise Estate and managed to overhear a conversation between Cupcake and Whizzer.
The question is why? What do they hope to gain? Where in the world have you been? Have you heard about the kidnapping?
Yes, said Desirée. If you remember, I was here last time when Truly, Shady and Sundance had been captured. Well, it's much worse than that now, Cupcake said to Desirée. Why? What's happened? Then suddenly the noise came over Ponyland again. I think I can answer that for you myself, Desirée. I heard your name mentioned, and you're not gonna save the ponies. I've caught 3 more little ponies for you to come and think you're secretly visiting, but I know that you're here. Then it stopped. Yes, as I was saying, said Cupcake rather nervously. 3 more ponies have gone to the You've guessed as well? Yes, but Whizzer hasn't. What? Said Whizzer suddenly.
You know something that I don't know, Cupcake? Tell me immediately.
Firefly has given me instructions not to tell any more ponies.
Well, you can count on me not to tell anybody else,
said Whizzer.
Please tell me, Cupcake.
The thing that's getting the ponies, said Desirée for Cupcake, is the black pony of darkness.
Oh, no, I've got to go and tell all the other ponies.
But you promised, said Cupcake.
But that was before I knew what it was.
I'd better go and visit them. Do you know who the 3 ponies are? Of course I do. 3 ponies. Actually, That's where the black pony and me have been getting wrong. It wasn't 3 ponies. It was 3 animals. Soft wheat, Springfield, and Soapy. Suddenly the noise came again. Rah, ha, ha, ha. And I've just taken that snowstorm. Rah, ha, ha, ha. Who are those animals? Snowstorm is your hamster Blizzard's twin brother. Springfield, I'm sure you've heard of off of the videos. Of course they were fake. Springfield's much prettier than the cat on there. Soapy is your guinea pig. Bubbles is... He's the one who sends me here by turning the key. A very clever guinea pig. He's your guinea pig's twin brother. And Soft wheat. Oh, I'm getting confused now. That's your rabbit Clover's twin brother. Well, I'd better go and save them, hadn't I? Said Desiree. And I'm gonna solve this problem once and for all. She stomped off across the field. You'll never solve the problem, Desiree. When Desiree arrived, she thought of the perfect plan. As she walked in, she heard a voice. Not the black pony's voice, but it sounded like ribbons. The voice said one word. Invisible. Desiree saw no change. But when the black pony walked out in front of her, he saw nothing, which must mean that she was invisible. He was closely followed by another pony. This pony looked much nicer. Pecker, said the black pony of darkness. Go and get me a drink. Yes, black pony, said the little red pony, and he walked away to get the drink. That was when Desiree came up with a great plan. She put on Pecker's voice. The black pony would never think that anything was wrong because, of course, he'd think it was Pecker talking to the other slaves. I wonder why I've never heard of Pecker, thought Desiree. But then I suppose I wouldn't have if he was born a black pony slave. But that's the thing, said a voice in her head who sounded like ribbons. He was never born a black pony slave. He was captured. And we never even knew. We knew he was captured, but we never looked into it. And now we've realised. Thanks to you. Desiree raced through the dungeon door. Truly, Sundance! Shady! I've got a perfect plan. Dig under the window. The full screen window, that is. The ponies began to dig. They dug a hole large enough and slipped through. Aren't you coming, Desiree? Asked Shady. You've got to come with us. I can't come. The black pony has captured Softwheat, Soapy and Springfield. I have to go and get them. But you'll be seen, said Sundance. I'm invisible, aren't I? I'm sorry, but your invisibleness is worn off, said Julie. Oh no, but I've got to go and get them. Desiree ran through the corridors, long winding ones. Desiree, come back here, yelled Shady, but Desiree took no notice. The black pony saw her. Look, it's the girl from Earth again. Get her, Twinkle. Another pony slave chased after her. I will, Black Pony. He chased her through the corridors, but he only caught up with her as she swung the last animal's cage open. Get out, she yelled, and the rabbit, guinea pig and cat went away and shot through the hole once Desiree had guided them there. Hooray, she yelled as the last animal escaped. You're free. Then she was whisked back to Earth. Have you finished, Desiree? Jackie's finished typing. I didn't know what else to do. Thank you, Bubbles. I have finished. I definitely finished. Later that night she thought to herself, one day I'll write a book about this. And I'll put how the ponies lived happily ever after. But that will be a lie, said the black pony, because I will always put a stop to their happiness. I'm sad to say that was the end of this marvellous tape, but please see tape box for details of another one.